Ronell Nolan, President, CEO, Health Agents for America, coming to you live this Monday. I hope you had a fantastic Father's Day, even those fathers that have just fur babies. Hope everyone was celebrated. I certainly celebrated mine in heaven, and I'm sure some of you did also. A couple of things I want to share with you, probably a lot of things. I always say a couple of things and then it ends up being a lot of things. But I had a member who asked for an employer checklist. I reached out to a couple of entities and couldn't find one that could give the proprietary information. So I used ChatGPT AI and came up with two very good starting points. I'm not going to say it's the end-all be-all, but you can find that on the HAFA website under the resource library. For our members, this is a password protected feature for you as a member. If you do not know your password, feel free to email me directly, ronell@hafamerica.org, and I am happy to give that to you. While I'm talking about the website, it's very important that you take a look at Find an Expert. For congressional members, you are listed under the state and city that you are licensed. Make sure the information is correct. Make sure that the areas of your specialties are listed, and if you speak any other languages, make sure that we have that information to add. This is a new feature, hasn't been out that long, so you might not know about it, you might not have sent it, but please look. If you're senatorial or presidential, you are listed in every state that you are licensed in, including, of course, the state in which you reside and city. So please take a look and see that we have that information correctly. We are all human, but if you see that we're missing a state, something's incorrect, please just email me again directly. That way I can make sure that it's taken care of and that site is up to date, and include the languages that you speak. Very important. From one of our members, I got information from Aetna CVS Health that they are going to have a zero tolerance policy for behavior they consider inappropriate and prohibited. So that brings me to fraud and abuse. I was interviewed by the Wall Street Journal last week. We're putting a big spotlight on this issue. I saw on Facebook, well, actually a direct comment to me on Facebook, that this was not happening very much. It wasn't a big deal. And I took a deep breath and decided not to respond, because it is a big deal. Consumers are being hurt. People are losing coverage. It is a big deal. So remember to use the fraud tab on our website. We are adding an extra step, which is, if possible, to obtain an affidavit from you, which is really possible, have it notarized, from your client, if that's possible, have it notarized. And the end goal is to build a case against that bad agent, that rogue agent. Build a case that we can go after these folks. We know that CMS, Health Sherpa, different people are working it from the top down. Maybe they can't work as fast as we can from the bottom up. So if we can get some of these states to pull their non-residents license, have them report to Florida, where most of these are coming out of, and then pull the Florida license, then we are absolutely going to be able to make a difference. You might say I'm wrong, and that's fine. I'm not always everyone's cup of tea, but I believe in what we're doing. So I believe that we can do it. Remember that CMS canceled their face-to-face meeting next Wednesday, but they're still having their virtual meeting. After doing some research, it appears they have some bacteria in their water, not something we want to be attached to. I can't have our whole agent and broker force out with some crazy disease. So absolutely join virtually next week. Make sure that you have registered RegTap. You're going to have the opportunity to ask questions, to learn. And I believe there's going to be a portion of time that they're going to give to HAFA for us to be able to talk about what we have to offer and the other trade associations. So excited about that. And that kind of leads me into the HAFA Agent Summit. You were excited about meeting CMS and you're sad that you're not going to be able to meet them next week. Don't be sad. You can meet them at the HAFA Agent Summit, August 8th and 9th. They will be there in full force. I think there might be 10 staffers that will be there, 10 CMS folks that will be there to answer questions. Dean Mose will be doing a presentation, and then there will be a panel of CMS folks from compliance, the front office, all the pieces and parts, agent broker relations. So you will have the opportunity to shake their hand, to talk to them. They will be there, and we're very appreciative of their involvement. So do not worry. You want to go ahead and register. Early registration ends the 1st, so in a couple of weeks. After that, the rates will go up $100. You'll still be able to register. And then you need to book your room at the Willard. They gave us a fantastic rate. The Willard is a very historic hotel where Lincoln used to meet, where the word lobbyist came from. You absolutely want to stay there. You want to book your rooms ASAP. Now, our summit is the Thursday, half a day Friday, as it always is. However, we've decided to do a VIP pass for Wednesday only. The VIP pass includes Hill visits, where we will be, going on the Hill, meeting with congressional offices. And then if there's anyone that would like a tour, I can, coordinate that too. If you'd like a Capitol tour. If you're looking for a White House tour, I can attempt that also. That's a little harder to get. They do background checks and things like that. Normally you have to do that a year in advance. So that's a little bit harder ask, but if that is an ask, I will do everything I can to make that happen. So register for the summit. Filing CE. CE will be available for those that have at least 5 folks from your state will be filing for CE. CE can be costly, and that's the reason for the requirement. Other than that, we are going to be filing with every state that we can. So we're very excited. Last week, HAFA's executive and presidential board met. I encourage you again to go. I'm telling you to go back to the website. Go to the website, click on presidential members, and check out that board. Talk about an amazing group of folks from all over the United States. They're going to bring the most amazing, my favorite word, amazing things to our membership. So very excited. Check them out. We do have an Education Thursday that's going to be coming up. That'll be in your Monday morning news. And we're excited. It's Medicare 101. Please join Dr. Pringle and HAFA as we talk about some things that you might want to be discussing directly with your clients. State exchange. I was actually in the Capitol last week in Louisiana, and thanks to our legislative chair, Bridget Gilbert, she invited me to some governor's bill signings for some of our amazing legislators in her parish. And I was excited to be a part of that. It's just a lot of pomp and circumstance and just such a cool experience. But I saw one of our board members there who let me know that he's been working on a state exchange and that he is going to have the governor send a letter of intent to CMS that we are looking to have a state exchange. Now, I've heard some rumblings in the background, didn't know this was going down. Obviously, HAFA was not at the table. From this point forward, I will tell you that HAFA will be at the table. I'm encouraging, if you have an interest on serving on a committee, please send me an email directly. Let me know, Ronell, I would love to be on this committee so we can discuss and do a deep dive before legislation has to be passed next session. So very important. It's not something that HAFA has supported in the past, but something that we're willing to discuss if it is a good thing for consumers and if it is a good thing for the agents and brokers of Louisiana. I continue to point to New York State Exchange that does not pay commissions. Those are the entities that we do not want to repeat. And then again, July 8th, State Exchange. Mississippi has passed State Exchange. We know that they haven't, to this point, been very good about paying independent brokers. So we are having a meet and greet with their commissioner on July 8th in the afternoon, 4 to 6, and in Jacksonville. HAFA's going to be flying out. The host is Centene and Magnolia Health, so we're excited about them helping us put on this very important meeting where we can meet with the commissioner. And now that it is passed, that at least HAFA can have a seat at their table and make sure that things change and things get better for agents and brokers in Mississippi and those working in Mississippi. I told you I thought it was a few things. It's always more than a few things. Try to keep it to about 10 minutes. Think I went a minute over. But have a wonderful week. Please email me if you need anything. This week I've taken off the first half of each day. I am the game master of Vacation Bible School. For some reason, the children love me and I love them. So something I do every year. And so I might be missing for a couple hours, but I'll be back every afternoon after 1 o'clock. So have a great week. Happy and proud and honored to represent HAFA agents. Have a great day.